let me take you back when was the first time that I heard about the North Face competition. The moment I found out, straight away I went to buy the ticket, not because I'm an impulsive person, of course. No, just because when it's gonna happen again? Never. Let me enjoy the competition. I paid £81. I was in my mind like the experience is gonna be worth all the pennies. So I'm like, you know what, let me spend this £81. This was the first time I was actually training for a competition, and was including like moonboard, endurance, climbing. Once I get to the competition, I know that I can perform, right? The day is 17th of July and and I was actually so happy to be there and look at this massive 70-meter wall and like just thinking I'm gonna be up there. That's gonna be amazing. Like the feeling that I had about just imagining myself up there. Oh, time to memorize the route. I was feeling there like Adamondra. I was like, you know, no, wait. Just memorizing the route, like I'm about to climb the 9As of my life. I understand that probably is not the same, but the feeling, I think the emotion are the same. Because it's a new experience for me as well, right? It's not that every day I wake up and I go to climb the 70-meter wall, no. Before the male competition, there was the girl competition. So I was like, you know, I looked all the climb and I was like, this doesn't look that bad. I can relax, I can enjoy now, I know how to climb. I'm walking around, you know, I'm just seeing how is the situation, right? Because I paid £81 and I want to see everything that we have, you know, and they had a lot of things, I must say, they had a lot of things. Meanwhile, I was waiting, I was like, okay, let me start to warm up. They had the tiniest place to climb, and as it was open to everybody, we as the competitors, as the athlete, we couldn't warm up properly, right? Because there is a lot of people there and it's just like the space is not close for us. What I told is that North Face, you don't like foreplay? Come on. A bit of foreplay, a bit of warm up before we starting. We cannot be like this. Mamma mia, like 3 problems you put. And how do I warm up? Okay, it's fine. You know, luckily I have my shoes, and it takes me usually 2 business days to like put the shoes on. So technically I'm warm, like the shoes do the job. All the males got cold inside, it's called the dark room, and it's called the dark room because basically once you get there you are not allowed to see the holds that they're setting up, the new problem. I didn't know that. I was like, you know, they probably just calling up everybody because they need to do, you know, the safety and stuff. Keep in mind that I haven't been eaten until now, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna break my fast with a nice meal since he's here. I mean, it was a sandwich, crisp, £81, no? There should be a table on the side just for me with a waitress waiting there, explaining me about the menu. Because if I paid £80 and you, but we appreciate everything because it could be not even there, right? What about if it was not there, the food? I wouldn't need anything. So I'm happy that we have the food, and it's a lot. Anyway, I was just there massaging my forearm, making sure that I'm warm, and Jernej gave me this, I think, the best advice, because I was a bit in my brain, and I think he kind of noticed. Jump a bit in the water just to feel, you know, the sensation.
No, the less you know, the better it is.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Turn this off and just go.
Yes, let's go. Guys, I'm locked in. I'm locked in, I'm breathing. And then, ooh, who comes? Who comes into the scene? Dario prima. Dario, wafratema. This guy used to destroy me on the moonboard. When I was climbing 6A pluses and 7B pluses, he was already smashing 7A pluses and up. Safety guy comes, you know, he calls everybody up. We need to go and see about the safety check, right? So he explained the safety check, simple words. If anybody gets up there 70 meters and you're planning to do a backflip, Please, chill out, relax. We are not here to show off. Rip backflip from 70 meters. GG, we're done. If I paid 81 pounds to come here and do a backflip from the drop, vabbè, safety check is done. I'm warmed, well, warmed, let's say that I warm up in that tiny 120 people, 60 males and 60 female, 2 hangboards. North Face, 81 pound North Face. Do you remember that route that I memorized? Well, that was for the woman competition. As male, have a different one. My guy that's supposed to climb with me is late and I'm waiting there, and the anxiety is building up. Trying to stay cool, try to stay breathing, focus on the nose breathing and everything. The guys arrive, whistle starts, and let's see now. Actually,
Francesco climbs at the arch climbing wall. He says he likes to swear in Italian when falling from a climb. I imagine a bit of swearing might be happening on this wall, although looking pretty strong so far. Francesco has been climbing for 6 years, says he's never had a second thought of trying another sport. And that's kind of the beautiful thing about climbing. It's so all-encompassing. It's a physical, mental, and technical activity. It really gives a lot to the climbers, takes a lot of time, and you can see the dedication, even just in the movement of these two climbers.
Let's go!
yeah, actually, when that happened, I was like, wait. This was actually one try, that's it. Then I come out of the water, I sit down, and that's where it hits the most. I knew that I grabbed that whole bed, that's why I didn't stick it. I think that sensation was probably the worst, because it's not that I didn't manage to do the climb because I was weak, but I didn't manage to do the climb because of my inexperience of climbing in the competition in general, just like a lot of stuff going on in my head. But I might say that when I started climbing, everything disappeared. I was quite sure that I could have topped it. Something that I didn't had at the difference of other contestants was that I was not scared of height. I used to do deep solo water. We used to climb over 10 meters of height, so getting at 5 meters was not a big deal anyways. I don't think so as well was this being scared of the height. I went there the next day to watch the finals. I couldn't stay. In my mind, I was just thinking about, oh, if I would have grabbed that hole different, I could be there, celebrate. Yeah, just the toe. You know when you're like going in bed, oh, okay, I'm ready to sleep. And these are the memories that appear when I'm in my bed. Like, oh, if I would just grab that hole a bit more on the left. Oh. What I realized is that it's this type of failure that I use as a fuel, as a motivation. The 1 month journey that I had to get ready before the competition, that was not a waste. Unlike the 81 pounds. No, this is the foundation of my training that I'm doing today. To wrap it up and tell you what I learned from this competition is that if you ever failed at something, remember to cherish these moments, because it's this moment where we become strong. I feel like I'm doing one of those spots for Rocco. A banana, Fradama, Patata San Carlo.